Hi, I'm Professor KK, your own Stata professor. Do you want to learn Stata but do not know where to start? Are you afraid of its commands? Do you think that it is too difficult? Then you are watching the right video series. I am going to teach you Stata easily, quickly, and without tears using its extensive menu system. This is Introduction to Stata using menus in 28 lessons. And you are watching how to import Excel, and tab delimited data files in Stata. In an earlier lesson, we learned how to load Stata data files. You can find a link to that video in the description of this video. I have that same dataset in Excel, in CSV, and tab delimited text versions. We will load those formats in this lesson. You can find a link to all of these datasets in the description of this video. We always load data files using the File menu. In the File menu, we have the item Import. The submenu under Import has the command for importing Excel spreadsheets and other types of data files. The first item in this menu opens up the Import Excel dialog box. In the dialog box, we locate the file in our computer. We have to specify the name of the worksheet that has the data. In our Excel file, sheet 1 has the data. If there is just one worksheet in the file, Stata usually picks it up automatically. Sometimes, even if there are more than one worksheet, Stata picks up the first worksheet pretty easily, which has been this case. We also need to tell Stata at least the starting cell of the data, which will usually be A1, but can be different in complicated files. If using the dialog box, Stata usually tries to pick up the starting and ending cell on its own. Here, for example, Stata has picked up the cell range as A1 to AW 71,175th row. Then we select the option to import the first row as variables names, since that is what we have. If the first row does not contain the variable names, then we do not need to select this option. Then we press OK, and the Excel file will be imported into Stata's memory. Depending on the size of the file, it might take a little bit time. The command that Stata uses to load an Excel file is import Excel, then the entire path and file name. After that, we have the options. The sheet option tells Stata the name of the worksheet containing the data. This must be always within double quote. The option first row tells Stata that the first row contains variable names. This entire line is what we had to type if we were typing this command in either the command editor window or the do file editor. Now note that just below this command, that is after Stata has executed this command and the data file has been loaded, it also returns how many variables it has read. There are 49 variables in this data set, and how many observations are there. This gives us a point of cross-checking whether our data has been read properly or not. After loading the dataset, you should save a copy of the data in Stata's own format, so that next time we can load this dataset directly using the open item in the file menu or the use command. In the second lesson, we learned how to save a data file in Stata's own .dta format. If you have forgotten that, then please revisit that lesson right now. Now, we will load a comma-separated or CSV data file. We again go to the File menu and from there to the Imports menu. And from there, I see that the second item is Text Data. So I click on this Text Data and the Import Delimited dialog box appears. Here, we have to first locate the file to import. So click on this folder icon on the right hand side. which lets us navigate to where the data files are. And my CSV data file is named my data underscore CSV. So I'm going to select that file and press on open. This brings up the preview of that data file. Now there are certain items and options in this dialog box that we need to check. First of all, this is a comma separated or CSV file. Therefore, the delimiter should be comma. If this was a text file, then I would have selected tab delimited format. So first we select comma. Then I want the first row to be variable names, and therefore I click on always. After that, variable names should be in lowercase, so I let it be as it is, and all the other options I let them be as they are. After that, I'm going to click on OK. This asks me that whether the data that is already in the memory of Stata, I want to drop that. So I press on yes. And Stata now loads this comma separated data file. See that same 49 variables, 71,174 observations line is still there under this command line as well. Now this command line is what we would have to type if we were typing this command on our own in the command editor window or the do file editor. So the command used here is import delimited followed by the entire file path within double quotations. The delimiter option tells Stata that this is a comma separated value file, or comma is the delimiter used here in this file. Varnames 1 means the first row contains variable names, and the clear option instructed Stata to drop the dataset that was already in the memory of Stata. Again, after loading a comma separated file, you would like to save this file in Stata's own format. There you have it. In just a few minutes, you learned how to load an Excel, a comma separated value or CSV file, and a text file in Stata. In the next video, you will learn how to document our work through the do file. So stay tuned. If you have not yet subscribed to my channel, consider subscribing, hit the like button and the notification icon so that you do not miss any of these videos. And as always, keep learning. Thank you for watching.